Hey family, how you guys doing? Welcome to Phie.Love Intuitive Conversations. I hope you're all doing good today, and yeah, if you resonate with, if you like my content, please do like, share and subscribe. And if you have any negativity, any hate that's bubbling up inside you that you just want to get out there, keep it on your side of the street, okay? I'm not interested, it will not be acknowledged, okay? If it's nothing constructive you've got to share that will evoke some kind of positive conversation, back and forth, helping others consider, different perspectives, then I don't think there's a need to share anything, okay? It'll be deleted. So, family, today I am guided to talk about how deeply do you consider your motivations, your reasoning, or the things that influence you into choosing a life partner, into ending up with somebody that you decide, you know what, I'm going to spend my whole life with this person. What are the things that are motivating you to choose somebody? And I'm not talking about the actual person. I'm talking about what has framed your mindset. What has created your filter? Have you got one? Or are you just free flying with what society is doing, what the TV is telling you, what the movies have programmed into you, what your parents, look like and seem like is right to you? What is your guiding compass when you're actually deciding who you want to be with, who you want to share your time with, who you decide is worthy of, being a life partner to you, to your life, to your children? And what are you using within yourself to gauge their value system? What are you using within yourself to gauge if someone actually meshes well with you, or do they mesh well with the idea that society has programmed into you on how to measure if someone is right or wrong for you? Sorry, there are mosquitoes here. If you're with somebody today and you take a moment quiet within yourself to look at them and ask yourself, where was my mind at when I decided I wanted you in my life? And the way my mind made that decision, is that perspective still holding me, you, this relationship, the way of life? Is it holding it all up today, or were my decisions in the past based on a bunch of illusions? Were they based on ego? Were they based on how I thought the world would see me? Were they based on how society has put me in the back of my mind under pressure that I'm reaching a certain age now, so I gotta get myself together. This is the time I'm supposed to be married. This is the time that I'm supposed to have somebody. This is the time I'm supposed to be working towards having kids. This is the time I should be having a house mortgage with somebody, or a bond, or whatever you want to call it. What are the things that motivated you to decide to have somebody share your life with you? And this goes both ways, okay? It's not just for men, it's for women too. Men are pressured by a whole bunch of other things that come through the television, through society, through the expectations of family, money pressures, all sorts of things. You know, there are many things that motivate us to gel in or to merge with someone, but are all these surface level things that are actually thrown at us, bombarded into us, highlighting the importance on us understanding and getting to know ourselves deeply first before deciding to bring somebody else into our mix or want to join ourselves into someone else's mix? How do we maintain our personal boundaries if we don't even understand our own personal? And our personal is made up of indoctrinations, what the church has put in you, what society has told you is right and wrong, or supposed to feel right and wrong, or is going to make you fit in and be a part of this group, be a part of that group, you know, join that party, whatever it might be, that, you know, feeds your ego and makes you feel accepted and a part of the cool kids in the work group or whatever it might be. Can you be honest with yourself? Can you sit alone with yourself and, you know, say, hey, maybe my ways of reaching and my motivating factors and my influences, or the things that influenced me to reach certain decisions I came to in my life, were not really as solid or as grounded as what I once upon a time believed them to be, because everyone else around me said that's the way to go, that's what's right, we do it this way, the church supports it, the movies program into me and us every single time that this is how it's done in life. My parents did it this way, so, you know, whether it's good, whether it's hard, whether it's right, whether I'm struggling, whether I can barely lift my fucking head off the pillow, body off the floor, this is life, this is what I gotta fight through. What if it didn't have to be that way? What if things changed a little bit? What if you changed your outlook a little bit? What if you know, looked at yourself, looked at your partner with compassion? What if you were honest with yourself and you said to yourself, you know what? 5 years ago, we were a little young. Today we wake up in the same routine every single day, and I don't know if I'm evolving, I don't know if you're evolving, I don't know if I truly really know who I am, I don't know if I've fulfilled all the things in my mind, my heart, that I in my life at some point dreamed of fulfilling. And I don't even know what it is that you as my partner, in your mind and in your heart, really feel and dream to fulfill, because we've just done what society has guided us to do. Have the parties, do the dates, go for the drinks, sit down, spend the money on eating the meals, you know, go do a few things together, get engaged, find a church, go get married, spend some time, if you don't fall pregnant too early, you know, moving around the country a little bit if you can and your finances allow, or jump straight into a bond, a house, paying rent, you know. Before you know it, you've got kids, and that becomes your life and your commitments, and waking up every single day, you know, fighting to pay that debt off, not even being able to look left or right or hear what your heart and what your mind is actually yearning for you to grow into. This is all part of the system trapping you into something so that you don't become the greatest version of yourself. They use the ideas and the feelings that come with companionship, with friendship, that come with attachment. They use all of that against us. And it all gets intertwined into our perceptions of life and how we operate and move forward, and in some way, shape or form, in every single aspect. Tie it into the system. Somehow it gets fed. Did your mind at some point get so caught up on the material, superficial, commercial world of life, men and women, that you chose your partners based on the material aspect of things and not actually on the substance that they carry within themselves, if they have any at all? Do we care? Do you care anymore about ambitions? Does your partner having ambitions scare you? And if it does, sorry, I'm clapping mosquitoes here. And if it does, why? Do you have ambitions? Does your partner care about your ambitions? Does your life end at having children and settling down with a family? Or do you actually, or have you ever considered that maybe, just maybe, you have a little bit more to offer to this world? You have a little bit more to give to this world. Beyond being a slave to money, beyond being a slave to someone else's needs, wants, and judgments and expectations out of you. In this instance, yeah, I'm pretty much focused on a partner, but you know, if you want us to go deeper, we can do it with family and parents too. But I'm focused on the side of partners right now. What if you dared to just look at it all with a bit of a different perspective? What if waiting was what was really needed to see how certain things would turn out? To not be pressured by the external hustle and bustle and rush and programmings of running out of time in life, and really trying to take things a day at a time and sit with ourselves in our hearts and make contemplation, alone time, self-nurture, healing, just as important as waking up and brushing your teeth every single morning. Does your partner encourage these things in you? Does your partner enhance or get you stuck further and further into a system? Because we are now in a world where everybody believes they have the authority to claim what they deserve. Entitled. I mean, I believe only an entitled person can have the audacity to speak out and tell somebody on the outside of themselves what they deserve. I think it's very ego-driven to tell someone else what you believe you deserve. Most High will always give you what you deserve, whether it be good in your eyes or bad, which in most cases is just a lesson to get through, a change of perspective needed, right? So yeah, family, I think in this video my point is really to just sort of encourage and have us, take some alone time, sit back with ourselves and think about what is influencing us, what is motivating us, what were we raised into that has us, maybe stuck or confused or out of touch with who we are because we followed some outdated way of thinking, we followed some sort of guideline by society, by TV, movies, series, schools, church, all these things that indoctrinate us in some way to live a specific way, to keep us limited in a specific way. How have those things affected your decision making in the kinds of partners you choose, where you dedicate your money, in your relationships, the kind of value system you share your life with within the next person that gets transferred down to your children and then their children? And to consider if you're happy with those decisions and if you actually, have the courage in you to confront the reality of your life and the decisions you've made and what's influenced them. TV, status, ego, money, people pleasing, family, again I'll say church. Religion. Where have all of those things that shape our minds and our societies affected you and maybe leave you feeling today like you have the lower hand in life? Sometimes it just requires a new perspective, taking time to figure out your options, deciding if something does or doesn't work for you anymore, because we're always allowed to change our minds, It is allowed. And then have the courage to make a choice out of the options that you have decided are available to you to have a better life while you're still here. It's society that makes you feel stuck in your decisions and because you have no time, you can't move on, heal, change, grow, and evolve out of certain situations and decisions that you might have made. Sometimes the only thing holding you back is what you think the opinion of someone on the outside is going to be. And then you have to be willing to heal and let go. Well, let me rather say let go and heal and leave your old decisions and your old life and things that no longer work for you and serve you. Things that you've had the courage to make a change on. Leave it all in the past. And be courageous enough to have something new, even though it might require a bit of endurance, a bit of pain, courage, strength. Take off the rose-colored glasses, family, and see things and people and the people we join ourselves with exactly for what they are, who they are, and be real with yourself. If whoever you're with is elevating you in your life, if they're keeping you stuck and stagnant, if they're only consuming and not giving to, pouring into you, and only present because you fill all the expectations they expect out of a man, a woman, a child, a son, a daughter. I could go further, but we'll leave that for another day. So again, if you like my content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't hit the like button on your way in, subscribe button, please do it on your way out. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.